Hey guys, Gary from DIY Electronics. Today what we're going to be talking about is the relationship between your crypto miner and the pool that your crypto miner is mining to. Okay? So what we want to do is we're going to be talking about the time that it takes for the pool to send over a job to your miner and your miner to process it and send it back to the pool. Okay? That time is what is called latency. All right, it's the time that it takes the pool to get your job over to your miner and your miner to get it back. All right, so that time is very critical, because if you're hooked onto a pool that has very high latency time in milliseconds, all right, you have a better chance of all of your work being sent to the pool too late, or what is called a stale share. And you guys that mine on Androids and CPU GPUs, you look at your log and it'll say boo. That's a stale share. It says boo on you. You did not get back to the pool fast enough, so your share was not accepted. And it gets so bad on some latency on pools that the pool will actually say, hey, I haven't heard from that miner for a while. It'll just kick your miner right off the pool, and you have to hook back onto it. Or say that you're on CC miner, the pool will kick you out, and the miner will skip down to the failover pool because the latency is just so tremendous between the two. All right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a tool that you can use to check the latency time on different pools, so that you can pick the pool that has the lowest latency time, so that you don't get those stale shares or get kicked out of the pool because the time is too slow between the two of them. Okay? Now, I'm going to be sticking just with Veriscoin, all right? Because different coins have different latency times, okay? But I'm going to be sticking with Veriscoin. And the very best on Veris is you want to try to find a pool that's under 150 milliseconds. But I'll explain that further once we get over to the desktop. So let's get over to the desktop because there's one piece of software you have to go out on the internet and get. And I want you to save that to your documents folder. It's going to make it so much easier for you to follow along with this tutorial, is to save this software to your documents folder, and it's called TCPING.exe. All right, so let's get right over and I'll get you hooked up with TCPing. All right, so let me just bring this down. Now I'm going to have this link down below, and this is where I want you to go, and I want you to download TCPING.exe and download that to your documents folder. Okay? Now, once it's in your documents folder, I want you to go to your documents folder, and you will find TCPing. I want you to right-click, Properties, and right here, Location. I want you to highlight that, right-click, and copy. And now we can just say cancel and get out of this. Then I want you to open up a notepad. Okay? I'm going to put this down for right now. I'm going to open up a different notepad. Let's see. Let me go note. Let's see. Go open. Here's a new notepad. I'm going to right click and paste it. All right? Now, in front of this C, I want you to put CD. All right? And we'll save that right there. And I'm going to go down. And then I want you to put TCPING.exe. Just like that. So now we're going to stop right here. And I want you to, let's see, let's go to Vipor.net. Now, here I'm going to actually go to Vipor.net, and here it is at Veriscoin. I told you I'm going to stay just on Veriscoin. So let's check let's check the latency on a pool. Let's go to Germany. All right. So we'll click on that, open it up, and we're going to highlight this pool. I'm going to right click, copy. Let's go back to your notepad. All right. I'm going to go space, and then I'm going to paste that right there. I'm going to paste it right there. Now, what I want to do is you got to get rid of this little hyphen or whatever the heck that thing is, those double dots. Get rid of it. Okay, now we got all the necessary information right here to check the latency on this pool. So what we got to do, come back down here, and we're going to, oh, I already have one open over here. I want you to open a command prompt. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that because I want to start fresh. So go to your start menu and open up a command prompt. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to copy this CD copy. Go to command prompt and right click, and it automatically pastes it in, and then hit enter. All right, here we are. Now I want to bring back up the notepad, and I want to copy the TC ping for that German pool right there. And remember, I got rid of that little dot thing. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to right click. All right, and now it's pasted into the command prompt, and hit enter. Now it's pinging the mining pool in Germany. All right, and it came back with a latency time of, on average, of 127.150 milliseconds. That's not too bad. All right, but let's check another one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to go back to Vipor.net. I'm going to check a United States one. Let's go with let's check with this one here. Let's just grab one. All right, I'm going to copy that. So what I did was I left clicked, highlighted it, right click, copy, go back to your notepad. All right, and I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to right click, paste. Now remember, get rid of this little dot. All right, and then in front of this, I want to go TCPING.exe. All right, make sure you put a space in there. I'm going to left click, highlight it, copy, go back to the command prompt, right click, and here we go, TCPING.exe, and this is the Vipor.net USS East Coast, I believe it is, and then enter. Now remember, the German one was 127 milliseconds, and look at that, fucking excuse my language, 303 milliseconds. So I'm staying with the German one. All right, but let's check another one. Again, let's go back to Vipor.net, and let's go to where was this one? That was in Georgia. Let's go to Chicago. Open that up. Again, I'm going to left click, highlight it, right click, copy. Let's go to my notepad, and I'm going to right click, paste. Again, get rid of this little dot thing. Space that out again. And then I'm going to go TCPING.exe space. Now I'm going to copy that. So left click, highlight, right click, copy. Go back to the command prompt. Right click and automatically paste it in, and then hit enter. Now it's pinging. Look at that. On average, that is a 47.784 milliseconds. You know, that's round trip. So out of these three, which one would you go with? So you got Germany at 127 milliseconds. You got, what was this one here? United States Southeast, 303 milliseconds. And then you got, what was this one here? That was just U.S. Chicago, I believe it was. 47 milliseconds. So I'm definitely going, all right, with Chicago. Let's try some other ones. I'm going to open this up. I have some other ones already prepared here. So let's go to Veris Farm. All right, so again, let's get rid of that dot thing. And then in front of this, I'm going to go TCPING.exe, space, make sure it's spaced out. I don't know how many of you use that farm thing out there. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to my command prompt, right click, and then enter. So it's pinging. Nope, I'm not using that one. That's even higher, 132 milliseconds. Let's see what else I got in here. Here's Zergpool. Is that? Yeah, that's Zergpool. Nope, that is not, because Veriscoin is not SHA-256, so don't use that. Oh, here's Zergpool right down here, guys. I'm sorry. So I'm going to back up and get rid of that dot. In front of it, I'm going to go TCPING.exe. All right, so TCPING.exe, Veris hash, North America, mine, Zergpool, has all the necessary information. I'm going to right click, copy, and then I'm going to bring that to my command prompt and ping it. Yeah, Zergpool's not too bad, 56 milliseconds, but still, that's not as good as Chicago, 47 milliseconds. So anyways, guys, you getting the hang of this? Let's go over here. I got some other ones set up. Here's Ukraine. Matter of fact, let's go Russia. Let's see how Russia's doing. You stinking American pig, what are you doing hooking onto the Kremlin's freaking Veriscoin miner? Ah, shut up, Ruski. Here we go. Let's go Russia. Stinking jackass American. I wouldn't go with that anyways, because look at that. 406 milliseconds on average. This thing is flopping all over the place. Now, let me show you one thing here, guys. If you want to go with more than just 4 pings, say you want to do like 30 seconds of pings, all right? What you would do is just paste it in here and then hit the back key, and right after the .exe, you want to hit hyphen, whoops, I got to do another space in there. Hyphen T means that it'll continuously ping until I stop it with Control C. All right, so TCPING.execute, put a hyphen T and then your the pool you want to ping, and hit enter. It says ping continuously. Press Control C to stop. So let's just do this continuously. Let's do it for about 15 seconds and see what the overall time will be. Yeah, this thing's all over the place. 269, 215. Now look at this one here, 1,148. All right, I'm going to hit Control C. Control C. That stopped it. And it gives us an average, all right, latency of 192. So I definitely would not go with that 192. I would go back up here to Chicago, and that is where my miner is going to go. It's going to hook up to Chicago. All right. All right, let me come back in and I'm going to talk you guys out of here. Now, guys, I'm sorry. I'm wicked bad at trying to explain this kind of stuff when it comes to, you know, files and where to find the address to that file and all that stuff. But I hope that you could follow along on that. But if you can't figure that out, try to find another person that has a better explanation of latency and how to do it on your command prompt and stuff like that. But at least, guys, this gives you a tool, and it puts it plants something in your brain saying, hey, I'm not going to settle on, you know, the Russian site where I can go to USA Chicago and my shares are going to be accepted way faster than this other, you know, pool. So you can choose what pool you want to go to, and don't let anybody else tell you what pool to put, you know, mine on. If it has a lower latency, go for it. And again, latency is not only caused by the pool, but it could be something within your internal network that is conflicting with the pool or something like that, causing the latency. You never know. But always go with the lowest latency pool, and you'll make a lot more money, and you'll have a lot less stale shares, and you'll have a less chance of being kicked out of the pool because your miner is too slow. All right, guys, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, subscribe, and all that good garbage.